Need some fast, cheap, reliable MUT coins? Go to MMOXP.com and use discount code MONEYSHOT for 5% off your order. Link in the description below. Welcome back, YouTubers and Madden fans. This is Mad Money Shot, sniffing up the Madden cheese as always. Got some plays for you today out of my Saints playbook. This is without a doubt the best passing playbook in the game, and I haven't touched on it in a really long time, which, you know, I just kind of have to swing back around and just remind people. I mean, I have so many books coming out right now and so many great books, but the Saints is still the gold standard for books when it comes to passing, and without a doubt, it's just one of the best passing playbooks year after year after year. So if you want some serious firepower, make sure that you check out the Saints book in the comment section. Other than that, I'm going to show you some examples from this formation right here. It's called the empty Y Saint, but I'm pretty sure it's like the Eagle H slot or something like that in custom playbooks if you're going to add these plays. One play that I'm going to show, I've already showed in the past. It's one of the hardest plays to stop in the game pretty much every year. They can't fix it. You know what I mean? It's so perfect and so spaced so well that it really can't be fixed. I'll save that for I guess I'll start off with that. Like I said, the Saints fork will be the first play. I touched on this in my top 5 passing playbook, or my passing video, top 5 passing plays. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to touch on it again because I'm going to make an entire scheme out of this, and it's going to be just explosive plays nonstop. I mean, that's what this formation's about. That's what this playbook's about. Spreading the field, big explosive plays, hard to stop plays for pretty much any defense. So like I said, starting off with the Saints fork. Before I start the video though, I just want to thank my new sponsors at MMOXP.com. If you guys are looking to buy some coins for your MUT team, you can do that there, and you can support me by supporting them and buying your coins through them. And make sure to use discount code MONEYSHOT so they know that you came from my site, from my channel. Other than that, let's get into the video. So like I said, I already put this play out last year. You might not have seen that video. I put it out in my top 5 passing video this year, my top 5 passing plays video, but I want to give it its own attention because that video didn't necessarily get as many views as I'm hoping that this video will. Like I said, focusing on this particular formation. So the only adjustment I'm going to make is I'm going to put Cook here on a streak, and then I'm going to put the X route on a slant. And that's pretty much it. Pretty much every route here is going to get open except for the B route. The RB route is pretty much going to be my first read, but if they don't cover this tight end right off the line, you're going to see how he's going to get open. And the user is going to make that mistake a lot. If you watched any of my gameplays from last year, I'm sure you saw this play quite a bit. This is one of my more popular plays. The RB route here is probably one of my most consistent, especially when it comes to man coverage. He's going to be really good. Pretty much going to be looking, you know, I'm starting off with Cook pretty much every time. Like I said, if they don't cover that right off the line, you're going to see it's going to be a really big play. There, I possession catch it, but I probably could have caught and ran it for a lot more. It looked like a blitz. You really can't blitz this play because of things like Cook and Kamara. Kamara and Cook are going to be really good against people that blitz. Kamara is essentially going to be the check down, by the way. He's not really in the read structure. He's always kind of on the last read, I would say, would be the way that I would use him. But I'm starting off with Cook, then I'm pretty much working my way to RB, and after that, I mean, the Y route, I want to go all the way across the field, but the X route and the Y route are going to be pretty much, you know, the next read structure after those first two. So like I said, I've run this play so many times I could run it with a blindfold. Here we go, I can tell, you know, the second that guy flips his hips, I can tell I'm going to have the RB route. You can't stay with him. Yeah, typically, you know, your opponent doesn't really pay attention to a streak. That's just not the way that most people do. I mean, they'll typically give the streak up right to the safety 9 times out of 10. And if they do that, you can see how much of a mistake it is. So right here, like I said, if I get a cover 2 and they're not paying attention to that streak, we're going to have a really big play right up the center. I mean, even if you have the contain going up the mid-30, you can see how you can still get that look. Like I said, that streak, it really gets hidden. You know what I mean? It's a really good play. The Y route, you can see right here, like the way that was probably a cover 3 or like a robber play. The Y route and the X route are really good match as well. I mean, it's really hard to say like what are the best reads here because there's so much stuff going on. Without a doubt, though, Kamara will come open underneath it 9 times out of 10. Like I said, this is almost like a spacing play. I'm just kind of reading spacing. You know what I mean? And like I said, I've run this so much I can do it. I can see where the openings are going to be, but it's hard to explain. Hard to explain really where I see the openings. It's really just how I see it. Like I can tell right here Y is going to be the call. You know what I mean? Like I can just see based off of reactions that I'm used to seeing that he's going to get open. Like I said, I mean, it's really hard to say necessarily. Here's a cover 3, and you can see right up that cover 3 seam. Yeah, I mean, that tight end, it's just cover 2, cover 3, he's going to be big. He has to be usered, essentially. That's essentially how you have to play it right there, coming right off the line. And the reason he's open so much is because that RB route is just going to pull coverage out. One of those two, you kind of split the field in half. The A route and the RB route work in a tandem, and then the X route and the Y route work in a tandem. So you pretty much know one of those two is going to be open every time, just as long as you split the field in half and you know what you're looking at pre-snap. That's the easiest way I could say it. So like I said, right here, if the Y route's going to kill it, I can tell. You know what I mean? The linebacker he just never had a chance. I could have streaked that route and it would have been better. Like he was so beat. So here I actually made a mistake. I didn't put my tight end. You know, but it's basically, you're watching that linebacker. If he drops down that slant, the Y route's going to be big. And I guess my pre-snap read determines which side I'm looking at too. I mean, it's just really just a glance, like I said right there. I can tell they're going to cut out on the RB route, so the tight end's wide open. I mean, it's just a really perfectly designed play. So let's do this one more time. The A route's streaking right up the middle. Like I said, if they're not using right on top of that, and if they are using that, then the RB route's typically open. Or if the user tries to take away A, that's just leaving the middle of the field open for the like I said, if a user does come down on A, then I know that the X and the Y route are going to be there. You know what I mean? That's going to be the easiest way to tell. So here's a huge blitz, so that's going to be obvious. But he always gets open in between that cover 3 cornerback and safety. And even though I'm doing it this way, if I need short yardage, I can always just put Cook in. I can leave him in the route that he's in, or I can put him in like in an out route. Like he's really, you know, I have the option to get creative with that particular route. That's pretty much the only one that I can do that with. So that play is really like a cure-all type of play. You can run that against just about any defense, but they have a really unique route here in 2 different plays, in the Saints drag and Saints corner. I'm going to pick the Saints drag. To me, this is probably the best one to run this out of, but let's go and let's pick that. This is a very specific play towards cover 2, so we're going to pick the Tampa 2 here. So to me, like I said, this is a really good home run play against any man coverage. All I'm going to do is motion him in, motion the running back, put him to the line, and then put him on a streak. And you're going to see how this essentially makes the Y route just gone. You know what I mean? Like gone by like 5 yards easy against cover 2. As you can see right there, that's just a huge play. So like I said, the other play is the exact same way, but this has much better checkdowns with RB and A. The B route, I would put him on a comeback because his route really isn't doing much. But if I make a mistake and it's a man coverage, then I have a really good option there. But you can see, like I said, if anybody makes the mistake of running cover 2 against this play, they're just going to get toasted. Obviously, I mean, a lot of people like to, when they run cover 2 anyway, to run that mid-third adjustment. So, you know, that's not going to save you here. That's one of the things that makes this play so good, is that's not helping you out. So you can see right here, I mean, the pressure, maybe get rid of that ball a little bit quicker than I wanted to, but you can see this is just a huge cover 2 beater on the outside. I typically want to run this a little closer to the far hash mark because the more I can pass lead away, the better. But you can see I don't necessarily need it. You know what I mean? But it would definitely be a good option. And I've realized too, that if I run this with the, like say I want to mix it up and motion in the, motion it over Cook and do the same thing, it actually doesn't work. It has to be the running back. I'll just show you what I'm talking about real quick. It does not have the same effect. You can see I still get outside quite a bit, but it's not, I mean, I got gone because I broke a tackle, but it just doesn't work as well as the running back. So to me, motioning in Kamara is the best way to go, but you can see you do have some options if you want to mix it up so that your opponent doesn't necessarily know, you know, what they're looking at. Where you can motion over the tight end, you can even motion over the receiver. It doesn't necessarily matter. But the bottom line is this route is just tailor-made to destroy cover 2. I'll go ahead and I want to make sure I want to show that I am in all Madden too. By the way, I typically try to do that because there's always people that think you're like, you know, pulling some camera trick or something like that. I haven't messed with any of the skill functions. It's a shame that I have to do this disclaimer or else I get someone in the comments section questioning it, but I have to. So it is what it is. So we'll do this one more time. Like I said, if I want to, I can block the A route, the tight end, just to give myself a little bit more time because Got to worry about DeMarcus Lawrence, and then like I said, I mean, he's just getting past that with ease. And if I had a real speed guy, I mean, again, I think he's like a 91 or a 92 speed. If I have a real speedster, just imagine how he'd be going. So that's it. That's the vid. If you guys want to see more Saints plays, more explosive passing plays, do me a favor to like button, and I'll do that next. Other than that, thanks for watching, man. Money Shit out. Need more help or just want to show your support? Then head over to my Patreon and join my team, where you can get exclusive content like ebooks and bonus plays, as well as early access to my vids and more. Link in the description below.